Okie dokie. Should be up and running. Put the head tats on because Grace did redeem those. Yes, big salute. Oh, I oughta not forget. For music. Oh, excuses. For music. Ta-da! Hey! Good to see, or good to talk anyway. As y'all can see, it is Dwarf Fortress. It's been a little second since I played Dwarf Fortress on stream. There's only so many days in a week, you know. And there's just so many other things to do. But you'll see here I have a little lesbian flag. Or I tried to make one anyway. You're a little bit limited with the colors you have here, you know? There's not too many great purples, for example. There's plenty of browns, and orange is basically kind of brown. But, you know, it doesn't look too bad. And then there's this layer here, which is, of course, our trans flag. I don't know what I'm going to do on the third layer. But I do want to keep extending this upwards. Because I think it would be very fun to just have a very tall tower on this volcano. And then I can throw people off of the tower into the volcano if I don't like them. It's perfect. In other news, we're now a barony. So what that means is that essentially our government decided, silly, it means that our government decided that we're important enough to make like an official titled land. So you'll see that's us here. And in addition to that, they founded a new smaller town to our east, and that's the Dwarven Hillocks of Hallskinny. And I also conquered this place here, Sound Cloisters. So those are our new holdings. The one part that is a little unfortunate, you'll see here, it doesn't list a baron here, and that's because the baron happens to be right over here-ish. Somewhere in here. They did in fact die in lava, which is kind of unfortunate. You know, but there's not a ton you can do about it. Which does mean I am not really sure if this is currently a barony or not. Because, like, is it still a barony without a baron? You know? And they never elected a new one because they never found his body. I don't think they technically count him as... Like, if I search for... no, it's in dead missing. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but it's a little tricky because... Yeah. You'll see these people are making potash and lye. And that's because I've been making glass. It's kind of slow process to make these clear glass, because what you have to do is you have to, in the wood furnace, make ash. Then you have to make the potash from the ash. And then that potash has to be brought over to a kiln and refined into pearl ash. And then you mix the pearl ash with the sand in order to make clear glass. It's a bit of an involved process, you know? So it took quite a bit to get all this glass, but I think it looks pretty good. What I want today, probably to start a third layer, right? It would be cool. I don't know if I have any gold bars. Hang on. Okay, we have one gold bar. That's not gonna cut it. Oh, but we have plenty of electrum, it looks like. That should work. Or maybe I could use soap. Wouldn't that be silly? Can I do that? Oh, where's the soap? Soap place is over here. Can I? No. Okay, so that just makes the soap. Alright. I'm wondering if I can place the soap like a block, though. Wife! Oh, my wife. No, okay. I missed your streams. I missed them too. It's been almost a week. Not good at all. I might actually not have Electrum. It says I have Electrum bars, but I might not have. Because they're all already walls and stuff. You see? So that's when it gets tricky. Almost as much as I missed you. Hey, I missed everything. I hate being sick. Takes you away from everything, huh? Down here. Galena. I forgot what Galena is. Hang on. Galena is silver ore, huh? Alright, then we're gonna auto mine that. As much as we can, anyway. And we can't dig there because it's warm, which means there's lava nearby. So, it'll kill me. I'm just trying to find cool stuff, you know? Looks like over here. I might as well connect these two tunnels, right? That seems logical to me. Then once those two... What's this about? There's no more logs. Gotcha. So, somebody was found dead. I don't know when they died. There's been a couple... Oh, that guy? Yeah, he's been dead a bit. There's been a couple forgotten beasts. Dealing with them as they come. But, currently the only one on screen is this guy. I call him the Mushroom Baby. It's because he's this big old crocodile, right? But he's on top of this mushroom, and he cannot get down. So he's a little mushroom baby. You see? He's called Small Coasts the Fragile. Has a great sense of empathy and very good intuition. Has poor focus, meager kinesthetic sense, little natural inclination towards music, and very little linguistic ability. It does not generally respond to emotional appeals. It relies on the advice of others during decision making. No, Grace. Wrongo bongo. It tends to be a little wasteful when working on projects. It tends to share its own experiences and thoughts with others. It does not go out of its way to help others. It often feels discouraged. It tends to avoid any physical confrontations. It's slow to trust others. It's quick to form negative views about things. If we look at the description, it's a giant eyeless crocodile. Has a long spiral horn and it belches and croaks. Its dark scarlet scales are jagged and overlapping. Beware its poisonous bite. However, it is very flimsy, quite clumsy, and really slow to heal. So I could take care of it, no problem if I had to. Pigtails are good because you can make cloth from them. So that is what I want to do. Oh, that's just a little speck on my screen, I think. No? Oh, how interesting. There's a little speck right there. And it's because the tile is discovered, but it's not something I can actually do yet. I should make more pickaxes, I think. Hang on. Or actually, no, I don't need more pickaxes. Let's be specific here. What we need is people with the ability to mine. So you'll see here there's, what, 3? That's no good at all. It looks like some of them are even in the military. So that's not going to do well. We've got peasants who are currently unassigned to roles. That means they're going to do mining. That's the rules. If you don't have a job, you can get to the mines. It's perfect. Everyone's happy. I'm happy. I'd be happy to go to the mines for a little while. If there's nothing better to do. So I'm sure they will be ecstatic. I'm kind of surprised that nobody's taken up that spot, but... What are these? Gabbro? Kimberlite? What's that? Hang on. Is it a gem of any kind? No. Okay, then I probably won't care too much. Oh, a caravan. The outpost is... Hang on. Didn't they just get here? Or weren't they just here a little bit ago? Hang on. Alright. This is the outpost liaison. They're probably here to appoint a new baron. That's awesome. Okay, you're just kind of standing there, actually. And as always, if you guys have any questions or requests, like, I'm happy to make this as, like, this game's kind of as fun as we make it, you know? So obviously I know some of y'all aren't able to talk as much, but, like, I can name dwarves funny things for y'all, and then when they come up in important fights or something, it can be all silly. Like, this one's called Bushfire Killer, because there was a fire-breathing, bushy thing that they killed, and it was cool. Pretty soon. Okay, where are they off to? Are they going to the Baron's office? No? Where are you going? Seems a long way to go. For no reason. Speaking of, I should get some more gold when I have a second. Oh, merchants are arriving and unloading their goods. I probably shouldn't waste time work on bringing stuff to the place. We'll request a broker as well. We have some silver barrels, which are cool. Didn't we have a, like, legendary quality barrel? Hang on, let's see. I'm pretty sure I do. I just have to figure out where it is. Actually, how much is my mead worth? I've been making mead for a little while, but yeah, it's not actually that, not actually that valuable. That's a little disappointing. Oh, I guess it might be a family heirloom and not something I have authority to, sell or trade away. But I can definitely trade a silver barrel. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's guava wood. Coolio. They're probably not going to be super interested in straight iron bars. Let's see. Oh, I know. We wanted quivers, didn't we? Quivers are especially valuable this time around. They said they'd be paying like 200% for them. Excuse me. So I'll bring some of the more valuable ones just to test that. Body parts. They're not going to be interested in any of these bones. However, I'm going to still give them a bunch of them just to get rid of them. Silver chest, bucket. We could sell this guy. Now that I think about it. That would be really unethical. He's a prisoner. He stole from us. But that is probably not a good reason to sell him. We just kind of have him in a cage for right now. Because, like, what else are you going to do with the guy who's going to steal from you? We have some really fancy goblets. Let's get some of these goblets in here. You know? Like, why not, right? Electrum goblets. Electrum is a gold and silver fusion. So, it's gotta be somewhat valuable, you know? There's no way it's not. I'm gonna be honest, we might as well just bring all the Electrum ones. Those ones are the most valuable after all. Anything else notably valuable? Grossular, apparently. Let's see. Great. Ooh, 10,000 for this one. Red tourmaline. We're probably not going to be using all this, but you never know. It could come in handy to have some super valuable stuff. We have plump helmet biscuits we can try and sell. Prepared meals used to be, like, really valuable. They fixed it because it was a bit of an error. This one's valuable. Oh, that's right. I keep meaning to make a library. I'm actually not going to sell that because I need it for a library. Tanned hides, thread, tools, toys. Oh, toys are something I definitely want to sell. Traction benches are not valuable enough. Okie dokie. Then let's go find that. While everyone else does that, let's find the outpost liaison and just continue watching them, because they're going to find probably the mayor, and then the mayor is who will be dealing with the diplomacy through me, technically. Oh, we're actually dying a little bit. We're actually, like, struggling on food a little bit. I'm not gonna do anything about it just yet. Who are you going to? Who are you looking for? There we go. The mayor, Kadol Muslim, meets with the outpost liaison, Cogsat Delaravus. Cogsat Delaravus, I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. You continue to impress. I've come empowered to elevate this land in the eyes of our realm. There is much to share. Make requests for next year's caravans. Yeah, let's get seeds and foods. We definitely ordered cheeses this year, but you never know. Garden vegetables, stone. Breads we definitely want. Then, requesting items makes them cost more, but it also makes them more likely to actually have them. So it's pros and cons, you know. I might as well request some. I can try and request pig iron, or just steel pig iron and iron. You know, because those are things I want anyway. So no harm. Let's see if we can get armor. That is something I'm interested in. And of course, instruments I'm always interested in. Unfortunately, you can't request books. I would love to request books directly. Yeah, that should be good. They need goblets. Oh, okay. But it only applies next year? Darn. Well, you said you came ready to elevate us, so why haven't you? I'm a little confused at that. Come for diplomacy and to relax. Neat. I'm a teensy bit confused. Weren't you gonna elevate our land? Is it now county? Do we need a count now? You're just socializing? Alright. Fine, I'll deal with it myself. Everyone's bringing mostly bones, I'd imagine. Yeah. Hopefully I bought or requested seeds last year. Yeah, we just have a lot of bones. Do you think the mountain home would be offended if I offered them a skull for free? Like a yak skull, maybe? Do you think that'd be offensive? That's a lot of dwarves. Yeah, we have 155 in this fortress. And they are all pretty cool. I'll tell you that. Petition? You want to eradicate monsters? You can totally live here. So now it's 150 something. So I actually don't know. Skull gift. So we're pro skull gift. We'll do that. Because I brought a bunch of skulls to the trading outpost, kind of for no reason. It doesn't do a whole lot. They're worth nothing. Because anyone can have skulls for free, basically. Maybe they'll want one of mine. Oh, this guy's called Lead, and he's dead. Hang on, we'll just call him Dead Leg. Why not? We can literally name them whenever we want, whenever we want. Yeah. Warriors fighting something. That's not good. I'm still hoping that, but yeah, forlorn ghouls are a type of intelligent undead. So they died and came back, but they are still, you know, people. Not just zombies. Because regular zombies still exist. Because they can definitely come back wrong. Okay. Now we can trade. We did order some animals. Or we requested them anyway. Capitalism's greatest side, being productive after death. I don't know what we can do with snake venom, but now that it's been offered to me, I want it. We'll get some bronze gauntlets. We'll get a bunch of meat to stave off the hunger. Like, price is no object right now, you know? I don't think we need a bismuth wheelbarrow, though. Make antidote? Oh, I guess you could. We're gonna get a bunch of instruments, though. And paper. Apparently I did not... Either I didn't order the right stuff, or I didn't order it well, or something. But I needed kind of like food and drink, and I did not get that. I'm not really gonna give them Electrum Goblets, because next year they're gonna pay like double for Electrum Goblets. So let's give them a bunch of bones and hair and other refuse from butchering stuff. Because literally, why not? It's kind of funny. I can just like choose a bunch of this. It does have weight though, so we can't just do it forever. Do have to actually give them stuff eventually. Looks like I will have to give him Electrum Goblets. Or maybe I just skip ahead and give him the most valuable thing here, which is 13,000 units. But they'd be winning a lot. And you don't want to lose this kind of interaction unless you're trying to make them happy. You want to have them win just enough that they'll give you everything you want. Now let's find out what we can avoid giving them. And still have it be green, you know? Alright, that'll be that, huh? Yes. Council guard, the work of Wilt is a great treasure. No, we respect that this is no mere trade. They're talking about the barrel. The work of Wilt. The works of Wilt. So now we have a bunch of food. That's good. I don't know why we don't have a bunch of drink available to us right now. What I'm gonna do to try and fix it is swap around some stuff. We're gonna make this one, say, 1 moments. Oh wait, no, this one we can continue growing. Autumn, so they should be clearing out the, pigtails, actually. But cave we should be fine. We should see more drink soon, because we're filling up this. Hang on. Not quite right. I don't quite get what's going on there a little. But... oh, down here is my prison. This is where that guy is. The guy who stole from me. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Acne kisses, huh? Don't know anyone by that name. How odd. Golly. Oh yeah, we're losing drink a little faster than I'd like. Because we're making drinks, certainly. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me see. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. We have more hives available. So that means we could be making more meat, you know? Which we want to do because it's more drinks, right? So that's that. I'm a little confused. Let's give the job of... sure, we'll let the tavern keeper be the messenger. That makes sense? But yeah, we should... I'm a little confused by the outpost liaison saying that they came prepared to elevate us. Which would be a good thing, and I want that to happen, you know? So I'm a little wondering why it hasn't. Oh well. Let Let me go make sure the other stills are making stuff. Let's see. Why do we have two identical ones? Uh-huh. Oh. Uh-huh. Hee hee hee. What are you going hee 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 about, Grace? We drink from plant. And then we'll set here amount of drinks. Less than 1 hundo. You have an idea once you get the point? Alright. For some reason not giving you your bonus. That's so weird. Then we drink from fruit. If amount of maybe I cancel this one actually. But yeah, now I should be able to just cancel these. And it should do it automatically. In fact, instead of setting a condition on it, we'll just make it do it infinite. Alright? Can use any shop. We can have them press honey from honeycomb here on these three until we're out of honeycomb, basically. They'll tell me when they're out of honeycomb. I just want more meat at the moment. Oh, we struck microclean, you said. That's cool. Microclean's a cool block. I like it. Or a cool stone. Golly. People's digging up the galena is pretty neat. I need more gold. That was what I was going to do earlier. And there's gold right there. Don't mind if I do. Setting an auto mine order means that they will mine all the connected parts of this vein. So I can set that on anything that I want. I might as well, right? On all these other goodies. No reason not to. Because I want gold. There's a cat down here. Anyhow, because what I was thinking was over here for the next layer. I want, I wonder if you're able to make stained glass, actually. Clear glass, I wonder, because we have a dye place, don't we? There, tanner, butcher, jeweler. Let's see. A dye, huh? Oh, but it says threatening claws. I don't think that we can, Merchant's leaving soon, that's fine. I expected you to elevate me, you know? Either elect a new baron or something, but I guess not. That's a little disappointing. Oh well. You know what would be cool? If I made some fortifications. But not right now. Mark's Dwarf, cool. And it says we struck more microclean. Awesome. They're doing good work out here. I'm hoping they discover some kind of cavern or... Okay. We have plenty of wax, it would seem. And royal jelly. What is one doing for royal jelly, I wonder? Wonder internet craft stores work. You can do stuff with wax. Make wax crafts. Sure. Might as well, since we have wax. Right? It shrimply makes sense. But what I wanted to do here is I wanted to see about using some kind of black stone around the edges and then glass in the middle. But I can be persuaded. Because I don't think we have a ton of dark colors at the moment. Yeah. Looks like we've got plenty of obsidian, but not yet. And it's only for a 5x6. And this is 6 by 11, so 66 minus 17. No, minus 18. So that would be 50, 40, something. More than 45, I think. And then plus some extra marble. So not quite enough there. Deadlight is visiting more. Cool. Hang on. I forgot what that one does because nobody ever redeems it. Hang on. Let me double check. Ah, okay. Welcome home, Mistress. Good to have you here. Yeah? Did good? I'm so unsure all the time of how to pronounce those things. Like, meow. I could do it so many different ways. So I hope short and sweet was the right one to go for. You know? Seems that. Do you know why they're complaining? Oh wait, hang on. There you go. And then on these ones, I actually only want one shop to be recommended. Wait, hang on. pressing the honey, yes, but making the meat itself, I only want one shop to be doing that. Alright? That should help us. Always, always, always tell me what I can improve, guys, because I will jump at the chance to make things better for y'all, I promise. Do people even use this temple? It looks like not really. I really went all out making a bunch of gold pedestals, didn't I? What is up with the... Huh? Who moved the andesite blocks? It's a good thing I have more. It's so weird. They're just pieces missing. Did I never fill those in, or like what? I'd like to put more glass there, because it would be cool to have the heartbeat glass on every layer. But we'll just have to see what I can do there. We got one. So I'm gonna see about making 16 more. Actually, hang on, maybe 33. So I can do another layer after that. And then, no, we don't need to bother with conditions. We just need to make sure we're making pearl ash. Making pearl ash, and we'll make probably the same amount. I don't know if it's the same or if it's a different ratio. But, and then we also want potash. Ash, that is. And then let me also barrel. Make wooden barrel. And then this one is just going to be infinitely. Count of empty barrels is less than 10. Sure. And also onto logs is greater than 10. Yeah. And that won't happen right now because there's no need for it to happen right now. There. We have been made a county. Oh, how awesome. Okay, do we have a count? No. We don't have a count. So, normally, your, what was it? Baron would be promoted to a count right now, but it kinda seems like that is not gonna happen. What I can do, though, is look up, what the requirements are for it to promote to the next level. Next up, and upgrades to Duke under the proper conditions. After satisfying certain requirements. Alright, that doesn't help me. Hang on. There we go. Ability status is based on the number of offsite holdings. We have 4, it says, which I don't think is quite right. But it looks like 9 to get up to a Duke. So if we want to continue promoting ourselves, which we very much do, let's do that. We've got to work on capturing more places, huh? And capturing more places also means that we've got to pick our targets carefully, you know? Like, for example, them here it says less than 10, but they have like 4, like this is hatred sensed. Yeah. Look, I've tried rating them before. This is how it went. In the late spring of 121, which was 2 years ago, the courteous knife attacked the Dungeon of Amazement of the Flies of Starving at Hatred Sense. Dwarf Kickross Scourge Mountain led the attack, and the defenders were led by the Iguana Brute, Ilitha. In the late spring of 121, the Iguana Brute Ilitha tactical planning was superior to the Dwarf Kickross Scourge Mountains, and the defenders had a strong positional advantage in Hatred Sense. Then, in this late spring, the Goblin attacked the Dwarf, Stazbub, Match Scorpions attacked Zephon Paint Fight. In 121, Stazbub was struck down in that fight. Elitha and Kikros fought, but Kikros escaped. But then, here's the important part. The dwarf Zephon Paint Fight clashed with 95 cave dragons in Hatred Sense. How many of you guys think you could take down 95 cave dragons? Yeah. But that's not the worst of it. Zephon was struck down in that fight, unfortunately. But then, in that same late spring, you'd seduce them. You can try. There's 95 of them. Not all of them are gonna swing that way. In the late spring of 121, Sarvesh Holy Trumpets clashed with 475 trolls. So it says the population is less than 10, but they only mean there's less than 10 dwarves, or less than 10 goblins there. There's literally like 600 things total. You can never trust those numbers. Or at least I can't. Maybe someone else can. And I probably wouldn't work to just demand surrender either, because there's so many other people here, they would just shrimply kill me. However, I still want to conquer something. So I'm looking for something within like 3 days, so that would be like down, I guess that's a week. But there's 300, 100, 100, 100. They've all got so many. This one's got 40. 40's a scary number still. But let's check on the status of our guys, especially the archers. Their equipment. They don't have shields and they don't have hats. Why don't they have hats? I thought I made hats specifically for them. Okay. Just wear hands, you know? In fact, hang on. This card we're going to add a uniform. This one is going to be hang on. Trying to find the best way to modify. Oh wait, here I can. Delete that. And then I can delete this. Yeah, the most important part is just the steel crossbow, right? So I'm gonna assign no uniform, then add here. I'm going to call this one steel archer. Then just like anything, you know? And then crossbow specifically a steel one. Alright? Metal would be leather, probably armor for movement. But if the archers are going to be attacked by other, it'll be fun. Headwear, any handwear, also really just anything right now. You know, I want them to be fully covered in anything, preferably the best they can find. These people, headwear is also a problem for them, to be honest. We did recently get, I wonder if iron's good. Maybe I make, like, in fact, for my first one as well, how many of y'all actually have headwear right now? I'm surprised that they can't be edited. Oh, it's probably because they're working on it? Hang on. Equipment. There. I forgot. Some migrants have arrived despite the danger. That's cool. We've got a lot of dwarves here. You know? Still no hats. Most people have hats, but some still don't. So let me see if I can just tell them to make, iron helms. And 30 of them. You know? Or maybe 21 of them, actually. To better reflect the actual demand. And here as well, on your equipment screen. I don't expect y'all to actually need, shields. So let's remove steel archer uniform. We'll add a new one. We're going to say new weapon, crossbow, and it is steel. Okay. And headwear, we're going to say helm out of iron. And then you've got to have armor. This one can be leather. Legwear, just wear something on your legs. And your hands, and your feet. And you don't need a shield, I guess. And then the new one you're assigned to. There we go. That'd be sufficient. No, maybe I do just make them wear metal armor, you know? We'll go helm, metal armor, and then just with steel crossbows. Alright, there. That'll be what I go with. Why don't you have stuff? Either way, we're going to make a bunch of iron helmets. And on that note, I will be needing more iron. So, let's hope there is some to be found. Because if not, I'm gonna have to start melting down some iron stuff, you know? I don't know why the horse is fighting, but it's probably fine. Silver. Here's actually a pretty decent spot to find iron now that I think about it. If there is any to be found around here. Is that obsidian? It is. Neat. Looking for... I mean, what are we looking for? Here we're looking for hematite. We're looking for laminite, magnetite. I guess platinum. I don't know about that. Cat's eye cluster, you say? Don't mind if I yes. That's a status symbol. Getting all these gems is really just a matter of might as well. Galena was for silver, wasn't it? Silver and tin? No, lead. So like we have all the silver we need. Maybe I just start making stuff out of silver. You know? There's plenty of it, and it's not a bad metal by any means. That's cool. Golly, it sure does get hard. There's some hematite. Is there a path to it? Hope so. I would love to get some hematite. Even just, yeah, they can definitely get there. Even just like a little bit, or a little poking outfit. It'll usually be a big enough thing, is what I'm trying to say. There's more here. And once again, I'm sure they can get there somehow. So that'll start getting us some stuff. We struck native silver, huh? All the way over here? Cool. I'm gonna take my little break. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm getting eepy. Golly. I should have saved during that. I forgot. Getting back my chair. Leaning back my chair just enough that my camera can still track my face, but I get to recline. We got plenty of food. We're just, not doing great on drinks at the moment, you know? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna activate spectate. Alright? We're just gonna watch them doing stuff for a little while. It's complaining all the time about not having sand-bearing item. Because I don't have enough bags to make all these sand-bearing, I don't have enough stuff to make stuff. I could probably make, hang on. I probably have enough leather for a leather bag. 10 leather bags, let's say. They're... What? Excuse me? I learned about wrestling. It's very interesting. She is interested after learning about fighting. They're literally demonstrating how to bite somebody effectively. That's so silly and so cool. Oh, yeah, this is Mushroom Baby again. I told y'all about him before. I don't know why this person's called Sharpest Tool. They might just be a really annoying person, but they're not dumb, you know? That might be the case. Individual combat drill. I don't know why they're also unhappy. I don't really have water. That is easy to get. So it might be tricky to make a mist generator. Still no plump helmet spot, huh? Food drink complaints. Yeah, okay, so making it a work order doesn't exactly work. Or so it seems. Because how many plump helmets do we have? Yeah, we got a lot of plump helmets right now. You know, it's just that they're not making them at the stills. So that's kind of odd. But we definitely have enough plump helmets to keep everybody satiated. Just gotta keep an eye on it. Then we're going back to spectate mode. Because I don't feel like I'm eepy. Striking demonstration. What are your skill levels like? Competent axe dwarf, cool. Competence is good. Proficient is good. Professional observer is good. Skilled axe dwarf. Adequate spirit dwarf. Cool. What about for some of the other ones? talented Marks dwarf. Okay, so let's say we take all of them, right? We go over here where there's only 40 goblins, and we demand surrender and occupy. Alright. And this is dangerous. But I feel like... Well, we'll be able to call them back anyway. So that's the plan. It just happens that if a single goblin comes to attack us, we'll have no trained defenses. So, let's deal with that. It'll be fine, I'm sure. It'll take them 8 days to get there, right? Yeah, 8 days to get there. Probably like 2 days to actually take the place. And 8 days to get back. So, they should be back like sometime by the end of next month. Magnetite, you say? That's what we like to see. Do that actually at a higher priority. Because magnetite's more important. Also, we have probably a lot of gold now. Yep. We're just going to use this one. And we're going to be constantly smelting gold bar. Where is the gold? Smell native gold ore on your feet. So that'll be for that. You will make steel for a while. You will smelt hematite. You will smelt galena. Native silver. Where are you fighting? Oh, yeah. Got hit by a minecart. Happens to the best of us. And surprisingly often, too. Getting rid of, or at least driving back the, what are they called? The Flies of Starving. If I could drive back the Flies of Starving a good amount, that'd be really good. Because this civil, like, you can see lots of these. Everywhere it calls the hillocks is, Dwarven settlement. And this is a goblin fortress. They've taken some of my people prisoner there. Basically, everywhere it's a fortress or a hillocks, that's a dwarven settlement that these goblins have, conquered. Right? So if I were able to drive them off of it, that'd be pretty good. So, we've just gone and demanded their surrender. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah. We might quest a couple more of our workers back. Maybe not Ash Killer. I'm pretty sure Ash Killer is the boss. We'll just get 2 of them, just in case we need some defenses, you know? Okay, now we're going back to spectate mode. That's all I want to do for now. Look at this Galena. We've got so much. Pretty awesome. Very good music. More and more people are starting to get unhappy. Don't know what that's about. People were pretty happy for quite a while. I'm just gonna make a new thing to say collect sand, you know? Collect sand 5. Just restart it. Just keep collecting 5 sand, you know? No reason not to. Or maybe, actually, we'll just say collect 20 sand every month. I like never bother with monthly repeating or monthly checking. Because usually or actually hang on. We'll just make it a one-time order. And how is the progress on getting glass blocks? They haven't made any. Cool. That sucks. Maybe if I swap over to here. You see, now you guys might be able to see a little bit better. Maybe not so much better. It would maybe help if I didn't have all this stuff, all the little stream avatars, but they're so fun. Y'all will just have to let me know what you prefer. Mushroom baby. Oh, hang on, they found some more warm stone, huh? Okay. This one's not warm. So let's make a ramp there. And then on this level, essentially just go around it a little bit, you know? We're never running out of gold at this rate. Topaz is also good. Tetrahedrite, what's that one? Silver or copper. Interesting. You know what? There should be a third cavern. Unless I already found it. No, I must have. We got... Yeah, the second one is here. It's just not super useful to me. That's why I forgot about it. It's also got those guys. It's just like all watery, you know? It'd be kind of neat to release this under all this magma. It'd be very neat to release the magma into this place. Masterpiece Iron Helm, that's cool. Speaking of, is it called? Does the game actually refer to it as? Yeah, what do you know? Look, so this one here, the game calls lava because it's exposed to the surface, but back there it called it magma because it was not. So that's kind of a neat thing that they do. They're all proper about it. Very cool. Let's look at Dead Lead. They have 3 daughters. A lot of passing acquaintances here, of course. No spouse, it would seem. Fortress of Distinction. They're the former Baroness of Mirajohns. That's cool. And they're a member of the Axes of Distinguishing. That's cool. Ever killed anyone? Says no. How about you, Hammerman? They're from the Kingdoms of Braiding. That's to the south, I'm pretty sure. How about you that we're looking at? Our Tavern Keeper? Ever killed anyone? Oh! Oh, the Minotaur. That's why you're called Minos. Oh, it all makes sense. Or Minnow. That's why. And also Honey Badger. Yeah. Oh, back to that. Oh, darn. I was gonna look at the humans some more. Oh, we're finished making those helmets. Cool. We'll give them all some when they're back. Sure has been a bit though, hasn't it? It's not late next month yet, so... Oh! Let me step in my chair real quick. I don't want to be caught off guard by such a fine thing. I'll make sure you get your shout out. Here you go. You got tater tots? Awesome, I love tater tots. They're so good. The local burger place also has really good tater tots. I like the way they season them. Hello, I hope you're doing well. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at the map right now because recently I sent out all my military, 30 dwarves, to conquer maligned authors, which belongs to the Flies of Starving at the moment. And I was just hoping they'd be back to Tots are great. They really are great. And I hope y'all are doing good. Welcome, readers. Yeah, absolutely, Lele. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. I'm still recovering from being sick, so my voice is a bit weird, I think. It sounds weird to me. I don't know if it sounds weird to anyone else. But certainly. Sound lovely. Oh, thank you. My normal voice must be a lot better. Voice sounds good? That's good. It feels weird, certainly. But yeah. I have to be careful fighting these goblins, because even a place like Hatred Sensed will have, like this place, there are unironically 400, almost 500 trolls and 95 cave dragons, and it says population is less than 10, so I have to be so careful. I oughta give you guys the tour, huh? So you can see here on elevation -7, this is my farming area. I probably need to expand soon because we keep running out of drink, but that's probably due to other things. You can follow the trail back this way. There's a minecart track as well. Then back up, up. We have this here, this next layer. This is our prison. It's not very well staffed because this is our only prisoner right now. He is in there for, where is? It's this guy. He's here for theft. He stole something. In fact, lock me up. His name's Cozy Manager. Where do I sign up? If you look at you, on their left hand, this is what they stole. You need to lurk. You need to run, have a good stream. No worries. Let's hope you have a good lurk. But yeah, they stole this bracelet here, a hematite bracelet, and they still have it. Like, we never took it from them again. I don't know why we didn't do that, but we should have. Like, we locked him up. Like, imagine if you stole a TV or something, and then you get brought to jail by the police, and the police just let you have the TV in there. You're locked up, but I guess you can keep the bracelet. It's a really good bracelet, too. It's worth nearly 10,000. Here's the lower of our two residential floors. It's also where we have our big tavern. And we also have these three here, which are called we call it the Tri-Guild area, because it's three things. This one's technically a temple, though. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm still recovering from being sick. We have all these, this too. We scroll up more. We have our hospital there. It's pretty small, but we rarely get hurt. It's called the heal ball because it's round. This is where I put the nobilities rooms. Don't know why that guy was eating there. Who are you? Adult board trusses? You're a performer? Why are you just eating in that person's study? That's a strange thing to do. So this is technically, I don't know why it's still called the Baron's study. We are a county now. Hang on, let me see if I can fix that. I cannot. But we're a county now. It just doesn't quite look it in our noble screen because the Baron died. The Baron is currently right there-ish somewhere. Oh, not you, but actually, I wonder. So the reason the Baron's not a ghost right now is because we have well, actually, I don't know why they're not ghosts right now. Because, anyways, this is our main residential floor, or our first one anyway. I didn't know which one would be the main. It's also where we keep our storage. We have a couple quantum stockpiles. Why is there a bin there? I'm pretty sure I said no bins. That's probably why they're not putting anything in there. Gems, yeah, all those should be going in there, but quantum stockpiles don't work as well when you put bins in them. So then you go up a little more. Here's where we filled that lava moat from. This little floodgate is keeping us all safe. Up here is where it all started. It got pretty crowded pretty quick. This is where most of the workshops are. And also our graveyard. Which also isn't very full because, haven't done a ton of dying until recently. I guess it is all full now. I oughta work on that soon. In fact, I might as well work on it like right now, right? It makes most sense to me to go like this. Or actually, it is most economic to go one more up before turning back this way. Then we can also go like that. Alright. Alright. And then we won't bother doing this until we know which way we want to expand that way. That'll be good. And then up here is where we have all our magma forges, because it's a volcano. Forgot to mention that part. I've also just been putting other things here, just because it gets crowded. It's where there's the most space. And I've been building upwards, because I want to build upwards. I don't have a better reason. That's a lie. Grace is the residential liar, you know? Everyone's gotta have one. I'm actually very uncute, as they say. Darn, we only have 2. Wait. It is so very slow to be making all this glass. Okay, well, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's worth calling me a bad girl over. I don't think I'm quite bad for that. I think maybe it's a difference of opinion, perhaps, but maybe, you know, I think maybe I'm humph. You are mean to me. That is all. It is not. You're a wrong and a half. Oh, I could squeeze in a couple extra. I could squeeze in a couple extra graves there. In fact, I should actually put this on level 3 priority, so that it happens before some of the other stuff. Because, like, this is in fact a more important job than the whoopsies and the other things. Maybe I make a labyrinth at some point. A sacred quest is in. I don't know what a sacred quest is, but let's watch them for a bit. Let's find out some about them. Think they're a human? Yeah. Let's see. We've got big family. Lots of aunts and uncles. A ton of aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, children's cousins. Neve Oshuki is their lover. Oh, and they're friends with this person, Fire Commissioner? I guess we don't get to see the Fire Commissioner, but apparently they've been here. They're a member of the Nations of Webbing. Alright, and Sacred Quest of the Heavenly Faith. Currently a member of the Band of Romance. So, the Nations of Webbing, Band of Romance. Let's see if we can find them. The Nations of Webbing is a human place, so we wouldn't have had contact with them. The Kingdoms of Braiding is the one down here, so they're actually from pretty far away. Is it from over here, maybe? This is the Chestnut Kingdoms. this is the Confederations of Passion. Kingdom of Drumming. The busy confederacies are from up there. Huh. The Arrows of Appearance. The Decent Empire is over here. There's one. I started this fortress here, the Fortress of Island Control, on this island. I'm gonna go back to it eventually, probably. But there's only 20 dwarves there because I didn't make it very big. But there's like only goblins, humans, and me there. So that's gonna be interesting eventually. It'd be interesting to see if you could completely remove... is Dwarf Fortress hard to get into? Not anymore. Right? If I open up... Hang on. It's not going to show up for me because I've already dismissed them all. But they have tutorial menus. So it's much easier now. I would still recommend watching a tutorial video. Because, for example, my younger brother has just been getting into it recently. And he had all his dwarves dehydrate because he thought they needed water, for example. But dwarves don't care about water one little bit. They want alcohol, right? It says drink, it doesn't mean like water drink, it means alcohol drink. If I bring up here, we can see we have wine, we have rum. If I just go to my drinks tab in my stocks, yeah, we have ale, rum, wine. Would have thought we'd have something else. But then his question was, okay, well, I couldn't figure out how to make drinks because it doesn't tell you a lot of that stuff. So, for example, you'll need to farm like I have, and you'll notice that my farms aren't on the surface, and I could technically make farms on the surface, right? It wouldn't be hard. You'd go workshops, farming, farm plot. I could put it here, except I couldn't. Up there in the top left, it says no mud or soil for farm. And you'll see that down where I have my farm, is a very muddy spot, right? So that's why I'm able to farm here, but not on the surface. And you can make mud anywhere by spilling water on the rock. And then you need to also make sure that you have a food stockpile, because otherwise the dwarves might not know that they have access to the seeds. And you need to make sure you have seeds so you can replant so that you can continue growing plump helmets specifically until you have the resources to grow other stuff. Because plump helmets are both food and drink, so you can farm just plump helmets and be fine. It's just that it's more fun to have lots of variety in your diet. I lost track of what I was saying, but it's not super hard to get into. I just recommend always be willing to Google stuff, like I'm Googling stuff all the time. Always be willing to Google stuff and maybe watch a tutorial video. And playing with the F-Hack up here, you can see, if I pause, whoops. The F-Hack is a modding thing, but it also has some nice quality of life stuff. And I recommend you play with the F-Hack. So, you know, this and that. It's not hard to get into, it's just technical, you know? I think it's really fun, though. Like, if you watch... Hang on, I'm gonna hook you up with a YouTuber called Blind, because Blind is super good at, like, all the stuff. I like this. I like them a lot. I look up to them in a way. I didn't mean to click that. Hang on. Let me click here, pretty please. Oh, I see. It's just being weird. Yeah, for some reason my mouth is clicking in the wrong spot. That is fun. So there's this. I just think you should watch them. You know, they have really great story videos. They have great tutorial videos. They're just like my favorite Dwarf Fortress video streamer in person, you know? So you'll get great resources from them. I can also help if you ask me questions. Just like anything and everything. Looks like we made one more glass block, so I will put that in there. One day we'll get enough. I want to also make rock blocks specifically. Hang on. I want it to be out of obsidian. And then that should be enough once we made all the obsidian into... Golly, not hiccups. Yeah. Using that obsidian, I should be able to make a nice floor here. Or here, that is. Heck, maybe I give up on trying to wait for that, because I want to put more in now, you see. We've only got 8 gold bars right at this second. Nice. This looks like this. Orpiment looks like that. So I think it'd be kind of cool if we went like this and got yes. Oh, I meant to keep building. No access, right. Oops, hang on. I actually wanted to do it as 3. Like that. Alright. And then I wanted to see if I had any orpiment left. Only as raw block. Or raw stone. We want to make rock blocks out of orpiment. So we'll go like that. I'm trying to do some cool design here where I have, maybe what I do is okay, I'll let them put those pieces in first. It is still connected up there, so it might be fine if I remove other things. It won't matter a ton. What I want to try and have happen is, golly, my dwarves should be coming back soon if they've succeeded. Or they won't come back if they succeeded, but I'm hoping pretty soon that they come back at all, you know? It's getting close to having been a month, which is spooky. Do I have any more hives? Let's see. No? Okay. Hen is fighting. Speaking of, there were more migrants. That might mean there were more animals that I got to put in there. Yeah, a llama and a buffalo. Just a lot of stuff. I'm gonna put like all the cats outside. And a good amount of puppies as well. might need to check again. Oh. Sacred yearlings throwing a tantrum. That's no good. Hang on. Let me see if there's anyone else who needs to be gelded right now, because there's still just a lot of cats and a lot of dogs. So if I, like this kitten, for example, or this dog, oh, make a bunch of hunting dogs and a bunch more war dogs. It is a little bit like Minecraft. With all the animals you can train up to fight for you. You'll notice how we have a lot of dogs. I'm trying to have fewer. We kind of have too many. Just kind of. What was I up to? How is the stonework going? Some of these. Looks like some obsidian blocks have been made. Yeah, okay, so we have nice there. We use obsidian blocks. We already have 12, huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Oh, a petition, huh? You want to join as a citizen? Sure. Some people are not doing great. They're all here? Oh, wait a second. We bought some animals. Whoops. Hang on. Everybody has a water buffalo. Yours is big, mine is small. Okay. Technically I should have seen the option in here to... There it is. So we don't actually need to put these here, because that should release the animals from those cages. Alright, alright. Ooh, somebody's taken by a fey mood. Let's hope they do not need pigtail cloth, because that would kind of suck. Can we make yarn into cloth? No. I need to process it, don't I? Wait, hang on. Got some pigtails. Let's see. Spin throughout the farmer's workshop, huh? Let's see. We should have another farmer's workshop, right? Okay, hang on. It should be down here then. Butcher shop. No. Kitchen. Alright, let's open up another farmer's workshop right around here then. Because I'd like to... I should get some good rest. Yeah. You're right. Time to close the shop, and you already can't find logs, cut gems, raw green glass, stone boulders. You know what? We'll deal with that tomorrow, or whenever I get back to it. That seems like a good time as any to end the stream. It is midnight-a-roo. I'm eepy. Golly. My arm has been aching most of the day. I brought out a weighted blanket to sleep with, which is on the one hand is great, but on the other hand, it is in fact rocks that it contains. Sand, technically, I think, but still, if you sleep on it wrong, you are in fact sleeping on rocks. So, I'm pretty sure that's why I have a bit of aching. I asked on Reddit. I never post to Reddit ever, but I was asking if don't know how you're gonna sleep without any of your comfort devices. Yeah, I get that. I asked on Reddit if the Elvish I wrote for the little tattoo on my model. I was asking if the Elvish was proper. 2,000 people have seen the post, but not one person has responded to it, which is quite mean to me. Don't know what I expected from Reddit, though. Reddit's kinda lame. Let's see if we can raid out. They're making a bunch of bolts, it seems. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. Boink. I had a very good stream. Dwarf Fortress is great. See you next time. Bye.